It's strange Robyn seems to be choosing for them. I don't know, I feel like no. I mean, Dayton and Aurora and Brianna, they're all old enough to make their own choices. Like for her kids to live polygamy or not. So I feel like it's them, but also I do feel like they're very sheltered. So who knows? Do their own things. Dayton's done with college. Aurora's almost done with college. Especially where all the parents are at right now in their life, where none of them are polygamists anymore. I doubt it. Are any of the parents sad the kids don't? I doubt it. I completely doubt it. I think that if any of us were wanting to go live polygamy, I almost feel like our parents would tell us.
Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. The universe has this way of always correcting itself. Whether you believe in a god, a spirit, the universe, or karma, there's this old cliche that what you put into the world you will get out of the world. If you treat someone badly, you will be treated badly, or you get what you deserve. There's always this saying about whatever you do to others will come back to you. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. So if you do unto others poorly, don't expect the life that you lead to be good to you. Don't expect others to be good to you. If you fight hard because you want to be the goddess and the prophet, and you want to be next to God in heaven, and you're willing to put every single person in the world out, and you're willing to manipulate them, hurt them, cause them pain, take resources from them, discard children, displace women, and cause general agony to everyone, you would think that eventually the world will catch up to you. She couldn't just keep living the high life. Robyn Brown, that is. Now it sounds like, even though it's been years, 3 years since Christine left, Robyn Brown is still not happy and is still miserable. Maybe she's unhappy about her life, enjoying some parts of it but being upset with others. It turns out that winning the prize of a raging, maniacal, diabolical, hyperactive, and disturbing Kody Brown is not the prize one would think it was. It was great when the money was rolling in and you were on the high life, but now it's not so great. This information comes directly from Kody Brown. I think that if any of my parents were pro-polygamy, it would be Robyn. I think that she would be the only one because, at the end of the day, she still does want sister wives. She still does want the whole picture. She wants the big family. So I think if anybody was pro, it would only be Robyn. Is Robyn happy now? I think so, relatively happy. I know that she still has a hard time, that she doesn't have the ideal situation she wanted when she was going into it. I definitely don't think that she loves Flagstaff. I think she kind of accepted where she's at because her kids are all still in school there, so I think she just accepted it. But I don't think that she loves it. It's also still far away from any family or friends that they have. So I think that she is. I don't know how happy. I think she's happy with some stuff and not happy with others. But I don't know how happy she is with life, I guess. So what she's saying is that Robyn, when she came into the family, wanted sister wives because, in their belief system, they believe that once a man achieves celestial marriage of having at least 3 wives, they will enter what's called the celestial kingdom. This will mean that the man will inherit his own planet, and all of his wives will become like goddesses with him. He will be the god, and all of their little spirit babies will populate the world. They will have their own world that they're reigning over. Women are conned into becoming plural wives with the promise that once they're in this celestial kingdom, they'll be reunited with all of their friends and family. They'll be all together, sealed for time and all eternity. I always believed that Robyn had this thought that she was elite, and that she thought she would be able to reign along with Kody. Like she was going to be the co-god of that planet, and Kody and Robyn would sometimes even fight about who was getting actual messages from God. There was that season when they were trying to buy a house, pretending like they weren't going to buy the house for the storyline when they really were. Kody was saying that his message from God was that they needed to buy, and her message from God was that they were going to rent. Kody mocked her and called her prophetess, as though she has a pipeline to God because, in their belief system, the women are not supposed to have prophecy. The men are. The men are the ones that have prophecy. They're the ones that get direct messages from God. The women can have conversations with God, but the men are supposed to be the pipeline to God. Kody would often mock her, saying she was being a prophetess. As Benjamin Brown has said, this faith system makes people extremely arrogant and narcissistic. If you tell anyone they have the possibility of becoming a god, it's not going to do good things to them in the long term. All that to say, I think a lot of her grief is giving up on her dream of that eternity that she thought she was promised because she was the fourth wife. I know a lot of people say that it's about the money, and I do think there's a component here where she was promised financial security by Kody. She was promised that he would always take care of her and her kids. She came from significant poverty. She was massively in debt. She barely had a home. She had changed her name so many times because she was dodging creditors left and right. She had a shopping addiction. She was just a mess and needed someone to save her from the mess she made in her previous marriage. She wanted to be desperately out of poverty and wanted to be rich and famous. Rags to riches stories are what this country is made on, and I believe she wanted her own rags to riches story. In many ways, the fact that she believed she was going to have all this financial security, which, by the way, she still has a level of financial security, though I don't think it's as comfortable as it once was. I also think she's lost the power she got by being the head wife, the books, the properties, all of it. She's lost that. If you lose your identity as a narcissist, you become depressed and do everything in your power to maintain the shell of who you are by trying to overcompensate in whatever ways you can. There is narcissistic depletion when they're exposed, fully revealed, and their fragile ego is exposed. The truth about them is revealed, and then they can go into depression. I think for Robyn, it's this depression of, oh, I'm not going to get what I thought I was going to get, what I was entitled to have. The irony here is that Mel said she's not happy in Flagstaff, which is weird because she was the one that basically made them move to Flagstaff because Dayton got into college there, and she couldn't let him go to college without her. I also think it's weird that she wants to leave Flagstaff because she was the one telling them she wanted to bury her bones in Flagstaff. She wanted to be there for the rest of her life. She wasn't going to leave, she wanted to establish roots. They've been in Flagstaff for 6 years, and generally, for Kody, he's in one place for about 7 years and then he leaves. I don't know if they're going to leave because now Aurora needs to finish college, Brianna is still in college, and Solomon and Ari are in school. They could certainly upend Sol and Ari and move them to a different place, but I don't know. If you don't have to move, why would you move? They're not polygamous anymore. They're not running from the law. Unless they can't afford it, I can't see why they would move. Is she isolated from the world? Yes. I think Kody actually wanted to put them in Flagstaff to isolate all of them, frankly, because he isolated everyone from everyone else. Everyone was dependent upon him, and he was able to do whatever he wanted because everything was spread out, and no one had to see him. No one was the wiser to his philandering and what was happening with Robyn, right? They picked this place, and now they're isolated. Go figure. And everyone's leaving. Literally everyone's leaving. Janelle's left, Mary's left, Christine's left. Most of the kids have left. The kids are dispersed all over the country. It's just Robyn and Kody and their kids, and then Savannah, Gabriel, and Gwendolyn. That's it. That's all that's left in Flagstaff. Robyn still wants the sister wives, but she doesn't. She just wants the idea of sister wives. But what she really means by wanting sister wives is that she wants to be a goddess. She doesn't want to give up on her promise of eternity, of owning her own planet with her husband. It's brainwashing, but I also think that Kody and Robyn had the personalities in this system where they themselves became narcissists. Not everyone in these cults becomes narcissists, but a lot of them have narcissistic personalities because the whole cult is narcissistic. You tell anyone they're going to be a god, it's going to do something to you. You tell the women they're going to be goddesses, it's going to do something to them too, right? Even though the women are abused, they're all trying to become that top partner, the top soulmate. Well, now she's the top soulmate, and she's miserable. Did Robyn get what she asked for? Did she get what she deserves? Anyone with a brain can see that Kody's going to be Kody with whoever he's with. It's not going to change because he's with Robyn and he likes her better. She's giving him better sex. That's only going to be able to sustain itself for a period of